Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today, we're playing Nubby's Number Factory, which is a game I got from Dr. Teaspoon. This video is sponsored by Dr. Teaspoon. No. So, this was a game that Dr. Teaspoon gifted me because he thought it was so fucked up that it might get my game design kind of senses tingling, and it kind of has. I've really enjoyed it. I think it's a super interesting game in that it takes a very simple basic game idea and then just twists it in so many different ways that it becomes quite engaging. And yeah, so that's what we're playing today. We're gonna play Nubby's Number Factory. I've played this game for a good bit already. We're going to start by playing it just kind of regularly, and then after that we're gonna start playing some of the additional modes that exist in it. There are these challenges and there are these supervisors. Now I have deliberately not unlocked any of these just yet. That is very much on purpose because I thought it would be funnier. It would be fun if we did that together. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and choose Tony as our supervisor, and then let's go into Nubby's Number Factory. The goal of this game is really easy. We just want to make a big number. Over here you can see we currently have 0 points and we want to have 8 points. I don't even know if it's point. We have the number 0 and we want to have the number 8. And for that, we have these pegs here in this field. If we hit one of these pegs with Nubby and we can shoot Nubby at the peg will halve, and then we get that many points. Nubby will then bounce around and eventually die, and by the time Nubby dies, we need to have enough points to have cleared the round, and then we move on to the next one. So it kind of looks like this. We shoot Nubby in there and he bounces and we got exactly 8. That's kind of impressive. Up here we've got our lives, and we can re-roll this if we want to. If we get a really good score, as in multiple times the goal, for example right now we've got it 3 times, then we restock multiple times, which also restores our lives. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's Nubby's Number Factory. It's quite straightforward, but it is a roguelike. That's right, that's where this is all going. So we can go into this shop that shows up every once in a while and buy ourselves items for our item slots up here. And these items have all kinds of weird effects. So for example, this is the poop butt. First pack popped. For every time the board has restocked this game, gain 15 points, currently 90 points. So this would just give us a bunch of points, and there's all kinds of different effects here. Let me just see if there's anything we like. I'm actually kind of okay with the finger puppet. Nubby bounces. Nubby gets points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. We can sell these items later if we want to. And then we just kind of go in. Oh, exactly 35. Well, I guess we'll take exactly 35. And you can see because of this finger puppet, we managed to get ourselves a whole bunch of extra points. Then every once in a while, there are these special rounds. For example, this one gives us gold if we bounce into specific pegs. And yeah, there's all kinds of different special rounds. Now this is the most important aspect. We've got loot. We can open up the loot and then we get these perks. And the perks kind of determine what our build is going to be. So for example, we've got the House of Card perks. 15 pegs popped, force triggers all X pegs popped items. Or we've got the cheesy perk, every 3 seconds, force triggers all items. Let's get this. This is a perk that leads into a really straightforward basic build, which I think is great for a first round like this. So with this in tow, we now want to look for stuff that triggers if we pop a certain number of pegs. So for example, Squirmy, 5 pegs popped gives +5 points for every time this item has triggered during this round. So that would help us get more points. That's nice. And then we can come in here. Okay, none of these trigger with pegs popped, so we probably aren't really looking for anything like this. We could get this Jax summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times. Man, everything in here is a tongue twister. I'm telling you, this is tricky to read out. Anyways, for now this isn't super necessary. This is still very much the early game. In the early game we can kind of get by just, you know, chilling. Go ahead and take down these. Very good. Get ourselves some restocks as well. Those are important. We gotta make sure we have enough lice. And then just kind of work our way through it a bit. Yeah, we haven't gotten a build yet. This right here is the Grabatron. We can come in here and pick up one of these capsules, which will give us a random item or perk. We got a kazoo. Every 1.5 seconds doubles a random peg. This seems fine to me. We could also get this key, which gives us access to this black market, but we're not going to. It's not something that I think really makes sense right now. It's not worth 6 gold at the current point in time. Alright, sneaky spiders. If we pop these, then it will pop the biggest peg on the map, which is kind of handy for us. So these modifiers can be beneficial, they can be negative. It just is a little bit random. Okay, so what do we have? 10 pegs pops a random peg. When this peg pops, it will give points twice. So this seems really good for us. Then we've got E-block, force trigger this item. When this is force triggered, it transfers the force trigger to the item to the left of me. This doesn't seem super useful at the moment because we only force trigger the pegs popped items. And I don't think any of these are that. We've got the house. This is nice. This can give us additional points. I don't know. So far, I'm not really vibing with any of these. Let's just unlock all of our items and we will visit the cafe in a little bit. We don't have any money right now, so we can't afford it. Anyway, power outage. Oh, I should have probably read what that does. Sorry, I don't even remember. A lot of the time you can just kind of ignore these. Alright, loot. Every 1 second force triggers one random item, or the waffle perk. Force triggers all items in odd-numbered slots the first time we pop a peg. This one probably makes more sense with the House of Cards, because this wants us to be able to bounce around for a long time, and we don't really do that if we're going for this fast pop pegging. So I think I said that the wrong way around. I said something very different right now, didn't I? Let's leave me alone. Oh man, I gotta say this game is actually like really difficult to talk about. Peg popping. That's what I meant to say. That's alright, don't worry about it. It is tongue twister the game. Alright, let's take down all of these. Thank you very much. And then we bounce, 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 bounce. Very nice. Get ourselves some new things. Two-headed turtle, amazing force. 10 pegs pop. The lowest number peg gives points equal to 10 times its number, and if the lowest is 64 or less, it will give 1000 points instead. So we can get rid of the kazoo, so we can get the two-headed turtle in, and then we roll, see if we like any of this. Not really. Totally fine. Let's visit the cafe really quick. That's exactly why. Got a strawberry. So we can feed this mouth things, and then we get effects. The strawberry makes it so that for every strawberry we have eaten, we get a coin up to 7 and it costs 3. So we kind of want to start feeding the mouth strawberries pretty early on. This game has, I think, very obviously a very distinct visual style, a very distinct kind of identity to it. And I think that's really cool and works very well. It reminds me a lot of Binding of Isaac with a bit of this kind of like weird-ish, gross-out aesthetic. Although it's not quite as distinct as Binding of Isaac necessarily. This one feels at points a little bit more random than specifically gross out. But nonetheless, I think it is interesting. I think having an interesting aesthetic is ultimately what matters the most, isn't it? Alright, we'll take down all of these. Thank you very much. Oh, this is also a fairly new game. It is on Steam. It's not very expensive, in case you're curious about all of those things. And what do we have? Pass round golf. Nubby still alive. 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. Or Nubby bounces 5% chance to force trigger items in slot 5. Probably this makes the most sense. Because again, we're not going to be bouncing that much here. And that way we at least get something out of this. Okay, there's another turtle. I'm down for just picking up another turtle. I think it's very good. Let's get the hot dog. 1 coin for each remaining life, so that's just free money. We'll see if we want the pickle wrap. What is this? Nubby bounces. Gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. Double the points. That doesn't seem super good for us. Not anymore, I have to say. Let's eat a pickle wrap, which gives us a reroll. And then we can get a cactus. 5 pegs popped. Summon 1 quill that falls from the sky. So that's just another way to trigger some more of our things. What's nice about the cactus is that, of course, that pops more pegs. And that then triggers the House of Cards again. Psychic Link. There we go. So we're just kind of like taking things down pretty nicely, I feel. Gotta make sure we hit the big ones. Yeah, look at that. The two-headed purple and the flutty are definitely handy. Wonder how good this is. Long term, right? I mean, this is triggers every 10 pegs pop. That seems actually pretty decent. 10 pegs popped. Summons 1 straw that pops 1 peg. Pegs popped by straws gives an additional 80% of their number, 5% for every time you've jumbled pegs this game. Let's pick that up. Should go into the cafe first. Eat a strawberry, delicious. And eat a hot dog. Very good. Roll. Halved hits a wall. Okay, well, I think we can pass on most of these. Let's just eat a little pickle. Very good. We got another cactus. So now we summon 2 and have a 10% chance to get a 3rd. And that, yeah, it's starting to look a little bit like this. Which is the goal. It's a shame we've only gotten the House of Cards a single time. If we were to get that again, we would be able to pretty much guarantee clear every time. But we might still be able to get there. Yeah, you can see that Nubby doesn't even need to really survive for very long at all. We can clear everything if we get lucky. Do we get a second crazy straw? The problem with this is that it only summons 1 of them, which I'm not actually that fond of. Let's have a look here. We can get ourselves some money. Strawberry is now neutral. Get another turtle, maybe? None of these do anything with what we're looking for. Let's just get another turtle. I'm not entirely sure how good the turtle is, but I feel like it should be alright. At least for now. Now, the goal of this game is to beat the final boss. And you get the final boss at wave 80. So there's some time to go. Nubby dies. If you've passed the round goal this round, force triggered the item in slot 5 twice. Well, that seems pretty decent. We can use that to get some more cacti. Alright, and there we go. We've triggered it. So Nubby dies now, and then we get a couple more cactus triggers. I mean, it's not amazing, but it is literally something. We'll take it. And then we just kind of like have them handle this. Very nice. Now the problem with our current approach here is that we're not really generating a huge number of additional points. So there are a bunch of items and perks that allow you to increase the number of points that you're making. And yeah, I don't know if this is good, but this is an example. Every 1.5 seconds doubles a random peg. Ooh, strawberry, very good. Alright, so strawberry makes 5 now. 50% chance to force trigger the rightmost item in your inventory. I don't think so. I don't think right now. But this is what I mean, right? This is something that increases the number of points we can get naturally. Because once you get past like wave 50 or so, the points on the board are actually not enough to clear the goal. So that's an important factor here. Also, and I don't know exactly how this works, if you clear things quickly enough, I think they will kind of reappear, the things that you clear. I don't know if this is just a visual bug or if this actually makes a gameplay difference. But you can see this one was actually gone, but it just came back. If you clear the entire board, you get a bonus. You get double the score, which is pretty nice. So it is worth pursuing. What do we get? First peg pop. If the first peg pop was the highest number peg, force triggers the item slots 1 and 2 times each. Or the Lunar perk. Nubby dies. Force triggers the item in slot 6 one time for every 7 rounds you've passed with this in your inventory. Well, we don't have a lot of time with it. Unfortunately, we got it quite late. But we'll take it anyways. Ooh, pants are really great. Pops a random peg. When this peg pops, it will give points twice. It will give points 4 times. So this is something that actually increases the number of points we make. I will also get another turtle. I'm really not sure if the turtles are actually good. Okay, so here we can upgrade Flutty. And I think I will get rid of the crazy straw. This upgrades the rightmost item in your inventory and deletes the leftmost item in your inventory. So we got rid of something, but we upgraded Flutty, which gives us 5 points for every time this item has triggered this round. So it kind of has some synergies there. Pick this up? Probably. Just makes it so we're yet again triggering more stuff. And we got a clear bonus. Beautiful. Look at that. Got a good restock as a result. Pretty happy about that. Yeah, look at that. Now this is going well. Boogers? Who cares? I think it might actually be the disguise glasses that are making a big difference here. Oh, 1! That was so close. Wait, where did Nubby just go? Just fell through the floor. Oh, it wasn't enough. There we go. Now we should get it. Yeah, this right here, the Flutty, is a lot of our points. We're in round 54, so we are working our way through things. Nice. Got the board clear. I don't think I will gamble here. Doesn't seem super useful right now. Oh, not quite enough for this, but still a decent score. Of course, the score does just kind of go up over time as the pegs get bigger, right? So part of it is, of course, our setup, but part of it is also just the game progressing. So we're going to get more points in the late game naturally. Ooh, can we do this? I mean, we passed. Damn, we actually cleared most of that. You know, Nubby really didn't live very long. Nice. Oh, it wasn't enough. Nubby launched, mutates into a non-upgraded version of the item to the left of me for the rest of the round. It's a pretty nice item, but I don't think we get too much use out of it right now. This right here copies the last thing, so that's strawberry. We can get ourselves some hot dogs. Hello, what's up? Good salad. Oh, you bought salad. You gotta inform me that you bought salad. Okay, well, thank you very much for letting me know. So, the croissant eat gives +1 croissant perk. And the croissant perk is the highest number peg pop, has an X% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. This seems reasonable. Do we have something that force triggers the item in slot 4? No. So let's put the pants there. Food, this, or the chip that rerolls our food. There we go. Strawberry is maxed out now. And we have some rerolls here. Okay, cactus is very nice. I mean, I guess I will. I'm not super keen on these glasses, but I think right now we should just kind of take what we can get. Oh my. Isn't that beautiful? Just a big old rain of cactus. Very good. We can grab ourselves the gourmet perk. Force triggers the item slot 7 one time for every 10 food items you've consumed. Or if Nubby is still alive when passing the round goal, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. So we already have this, but I don't think this is actually that good for us. I would rather take this. We can force trigger the cactus a couple of times, which I guess is fine. I mean, it's not a huge deal or anything like that, but we'll take it. So at this point, I think we are guaranteed a clear. We need to now just worry about how do we actually make points. But so far, we are clearing things very nicely. Now, I don't know if this is exactly true. Maybe we can pay attention to that today. But I do believe that the round goals scale with how well you're doing. I think I'll get rid of this in favor of another cactus. So if you have a pretty crazy setup and you're making a ton of points, another croissant? Let's get another croissant. Delicious. Another croissant. Delicious. Let's re-roll here. Alright, let's just kind of leave it at that, I think. But I think this scales with how well you're doing. So if you have a crazy setup where you're getting billions, trillions of points, then this will give you a higher goal to achieve. Because right now we're at round 66 and we only need 6 million points. Because even though we're clearing stuff, we're not actually getting that many of the big restocks, right? We're only getting 5, 6, 7, 8, which may seem good. Trust me, it's fine at best. But this is a nice setup. I like it. It's just very satisfying, isn't it? I think some pants, more pants would probably be better than the cactus. Because the pants actually generate points. I'm not sure if these are that good, but it's hard to tell. Ooh. So, this does nothing, but this 30 packs popped, force triggers the items in slot 5, 6, and 7, 2 times each. Well, now that is... Now we're going giga infinite. Way too infinite, to be frank. Like, we don't need to be this infinite. So there's another cactus. Nubby dies, summon a beach ball. We don't need that. We need to somehow increase the points we're getting. And I think it's kind of difficult with this setup. Let's see if we can get something rare. Stocks an ultra rare item. You can jumble packs 1 additional time per turn. Why not? That seems reasonable enough. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess I could have saved myself the money. Yeah. But I guess we got it. I'm actually impressed how well they're able to replicate this 90s art style in so many ways. A real achievement. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. I'm not sure if is it a 90s art style? It does remind me of those like really old games in some ways, where everything was super experimental. Oh wow, we got a lot of points for that one. Alright. Take him down. Good. 2000 flash games. Yeah, maybe that's more it. There's definitely some aesthetic going on here. What aesthetic it is exactly, I can't tell you, but I agree. I think they nailed it. This game clearly wanted to look like something, and it definitely looks like that thing, whatever it is. Alright. So as I said, there are 80 rounds. Afterwards you can go endless, we will not. Because I think the endless is endless. I would rather just finish the run and go for the next one, right? See, it is definitely resetting over and over and over again. Another cactus. I don't think we want another cactus. I feel like we have plenty of those. We can get a hot dog, kidney bean, stock a rare food item, randomizes all items in our inventory. No, thank you. Let's get a chip, another hot dog, another kidney bean, another kidney bean. Oh. Feels like we're looping a little bit. Another hot dog. A pickle rat. Roll this. Nothing here that we particularly like. Chip. Hot dog. And hot dog. Very good. So that kind of didn't result in anything, but at least we spent our money. Isn't that the goal? I don't necessarily think it is, but that's what we did nonetheless. Well, that's taking its time over there. Yeah, all of those round events don't really matter anymore. Because our reign of riches easily handles it. Yeah, I feel like the turtles might still be doing okay. I feel like this thing probably doesn't do very much, but I'm not sure. It's hard for me to tell exactly how many points we're getting from Floody. Nice, big one. There's another Floody. What do you guys think is better, the two-headed turtle or Floody? I feel like the turtle is probably giving us more points, but it's really hard to tell. Straws. Thank you. Roll. Increases our odds of finding good stuff. No, this is a bad idea. Roll. Ooh, pants are good. We like pants. Very nice. Very nice. Upgraded the pants immediately. Pants are a little less effective than the cactus. But they do increase score, which is a big deal. Final boss, Tony. Tony shoots lasers from his eyes. If a peg is hit by a laser, its number will be reduced to 1. I think Tony is by far the hardest final boss. There's a couple of different ones. We did manage to beat him, but I've definitely had runs where Tony just kind of like stonewalled me. And we won. Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's do a second run. This time around, I'm going to try to build something that makes, you know, a couple more points, goes a little bit crazier to kind of show that to you as well. Because, yeah, right there, you know, we beat the game, but we didn't really do anything particularly impressive, if I'm completely honest. So let's see if we can maybe push the boundaries a little bit more. All right, I cut out a couple of games where we got absolutely wrecked. Oh man, we had some bad runs. Look, you can get bad runs in this game like you can get in any other game. I don't think you need to watch me just like fucking die 6 times in a row. So, we're just gonna go ahead and start from here and pick things up again. Very good. Take down all of these. And money! Okay, we didn't get anything that makes... No, I guess we got the finger puppet. That's okay. This right here makes it so that every time Nubby bounces, we get points for every time Nubby has bounced. Which is actually pretty significant in the early game. Like, during the early game, that does add up to be a reasonable number of points and makes it so that we can kind of make it through these early maps without too much struggle. We can see what we get here. Nubby launched. If slot in number 1 is empty, we get something in there? Sure, why not? It's early enough, we might as well just take it, right? Ooh, we got a lot of points on that one. That was really good. Okay, there's the two-headed turtle. I like the turtle. Happy seal is kind of okay, but let's see if we can find something else like this. Okay, so we've got the tardigrade. We're working towards the tardigrade as part of a build. So tardigrade by itself doesn't do anything yet, but it can become incredibly powerful if it's part of a nicely set up, powerful build. Right now, though, we've got the two-headed turtle. This is a huge number of points, so very happy about just kind of getting the turtle in there. We get to cruise a little bit. And this is also just kind of a nice starting perk. It doesn't really do super much, but hey. Sorry, it doesn't do super much in a late game, but at that point we just put an item in there and then we're happy. So anyway, let's take down all of these. Very good. Let's pick up some of these items, see if we find something nice. I don't think I want that. Actually, I don't think I'm doing this. I don't think I want to invest too much money into that. Not right now, at least. That seems foolish. Sneaky spiders. The spiders pop some stuff for us, which is very nice. Oh wow, that was a good round. Fantastic. Oh, I had the finished rulebook for my prototype finished. Sorry, I had the finished rulebook for my prototype printed today, which is not like a huge deal or anything. It doesn't actually really matter that much. I'm just happy to have done it. I'm just happy to kind of like have that taken care of. And so I'm telling you about it. All right, let's just kind of like buy a couple of these, like whatever. They're just gonna make the early game a bit smoother, right? We don't have much in terms of synergies, but that's all right. We don't necessarily need them. Luckily, we have a good amount of money. So I think we are doing just fine. Oh, nice, actually. Oh, wow, that was a lot of points. Fantastic. So every 1 second we trigger something, or every 3 seconds we trigger everything. I think every 3 seconds we trigger everything. The build we're going for this time is a build that can actually kind of just like jump for a very long time. Like I've had 30-second rounds before, so triggering everything is actually a pretty big deal. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come on, to the left. Nice. Oh, can we do it? Come on. Come on. No, Nubby. So close, buddy. So close. Alright, we throw down some eggs. There's a house, but most importantly, a dancing dino. Very good. So this is kind of the core component of this. When Nubby bounces, 60% chance to do nothing, 20% chance to double something, 20% chance to halve something. What's important here is, of course, that we got the tardigrade, which has a 25% chance to double something if we halve something. So let me go ahead and get the house first, though. Let's get rid of you. We don't need the pants. Reroll this. Second tardigrade. So now we've got a 60% chance to double something when we halve something. Hot dog. Let's get some straws. Delicious, delicious straws. Very good. Alright, they're already making money. We could get asbestos. Asbestos is probably better than the bouncing thing by this point. So we can pick that up. But yeah, now when we bounce, we can double and halve things. But on average, we're doubling things more often than we're halving them. So we are creating additional points. And unlike a lot of the other things, these points aren't really capped. Like, okay, technically speaking, the two-headed turtle isn't capped, but there's only so many points the two-headed turtle will really create for us, right? While if it comes to the dancing dino tardigrade setup, ooh, I mean, that limit is not really a thing. We're doubling, we're doubling, we're doubling, we're doubling, so we can go crazy. Yeah, let's get the ray gun perk. 25% chance to trigger the item in slot 3. Slot 3 is the... Should we put the cheese house? Cheese house probably makes the most sense. Cheese always makes it so when Nubby dies, we just get some points. It's kind of nice because it scales to round 30 and then it gives 7,000. So it's not a huge deal or anything like that, but we'll take it. Asbestos, level this up, very good. So this just gives us points every time we halve something. Cafe, this is a pickle rat. I'm fine with a reroll. I'm fine with another reroll. Oh, hell yeah. More tardigrades. Let's get the poop butt out. I think this is not really that many points. We want to lock this. Okay, so we've got some really good stuff. Really good stuff here. We actually will need to sell. So we're gonna sell out of you. We get the laser pointer for sure. Sell out of this. Realize we still don't have enough money. Sell out of you. Okay. So these are the core components of what we're doing. 40% chance to do nothing, but 30% chance to double, 30% chance to halve. When we halve, 60% chance to double. Whenever we halve two things, we fire a laser beam that passes through pegs, and when an electron beam hits a peg, the peg will give 50% of its point, but importantly, it does not pop them. So we can continuously pop the pegs without needing to actually reduce their number. So we are just increasing our score basically endlessly. Depends a bit on luck, but that's alright. We're fine with a little bit of luck, right? Alright, take down these. Very good. But currently, not really hitting the big money. Let's go into the cafe first. This is money. No, it's actually money neutral right now. This is money. Very good. I will get the tardigrade plus. It's another tardigrade. We need more dancing dinos. Dancing dinos are really the most important unit here. But tardigrades are also very nice for us. Okay, take down you. Psychic link, that's whatever. 60,000, very good. So this is just kind of like a matter of a little bit of luck, but also just kind of getting the right setup for it. You can see we are getting huge numbers. This thing right there went up to 32,000. So put in another tardigrade. Roll, that's nothing. I should have gone into the cafe first, that's my bad. Yeah, we missed out on a little bit of money, but that's okay. So, tackle all of this. This was kind of a bad starting point. Very good. Oh, let's go. 190,000. Oh, let's go. 300,000. We can do more. 600. Nice. This is exactly the goal. This is what this is all about. Right? We can get these insane scores. And having these insane scores gives us a ton of money, which we can then use in the shop to go absolutely nuts. 5% chance to trigger the item in slot 5 when we bounce. As you can see, we bounce a lot because, you know, we're doubling stuff. So that means we kind of stay on the map for longer. And that means we can trigger things like the dino more and more often. We've got 1 million points right there. Alright, in we go. It's probably time to start occupying slot 1 so we don't get random stuff that messes with our setup. Alright. Shop coming up. We will see what we can get in the next shop. We should have enough resources that we can just kind of... Oh my god. Holy shit. Another whole ass dancing dino. A tardigrade. I mean, this is excellent. Pickle rat. Let's reroll here. Gives us an extra jumble every round. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see what we can get. Another tardigrade. Alright, let's get the star fruit as well. Wonderful. Alright, so we can jumble into something that seems good. So we've got another whole ass dancing dino, and you can see this thing gives 16 million now. Come on, trigger this one. 30 million. Nice. 200. 400 million. Look at that. And that's only on round 46. And of course, this can kind of keep going. Like, there's no limit on how often we can get this. Just need to keep hitting. 100 million. 4 billion. 20, 40, 40 billion. We've got 2 that are giving billions right now. 16 billion down there. We broke the game. 9,900 restock. Let's see what we get here. Force triggers all items every 3 seconds. We're fine with that. As you can see, we do spend some time just kind of bouncing around. Reroll, nah. None of this gives anywhere near enough points at this stage. We have infinity money. This upgrades our rightmost item and deletes our leftmost. I definitely want this because I want this laser pointer to be upgraded, and that's a rare item. So best to just kind of get that out of the way while we can. Grab you, let's see what we can get. Increases our chance for good items. Croissant Park, why not? Let's grab that. We didn't get any additional rerolls. Do I buy anything? I think I do. I don't want anything that like just messes up our setup if we randomly generate it there. I guess I could have just put something in. That's fine. Who cares? Alright, very good. Let's re-roll this. This is a good setup. We want these kind of bouncing zones, right? We want our Nubby to just kind of like have a good time. Alright. We have 1 billion down there. 4 billion here. 8 billion. Yeah, we're definitely building this up. There we go. 64, 128, 256. We broke the game again. Look at that. What does this do? This pack gives points twice when popped. Uh-huh. Alright, go in there. Yeah, just a couple billion. Nothing too crazy. I really like the kind of like high score animation when you get a really good one. Like then the game, I think, actually has a very fun aesthetic. They did a great job with that. Yeah, you can see how this is maybe a little bit better than what we were doing before. Oh, this gives us just a couple extra points. 3.3 trillion. Let's get this. Maybe we can get something fun on the black market. Pick this up. I think I will roll for these. Once you have this much money, there isn't really a downside to it. X-Pegs popped. Yeah, I don't think we're using this at all, so I'll skip it. I'll skip it. I don't actually know if there's a limit on how many you can have here. So I'm just not gonna risk it. This does nothing. Let's get rid of you. And then grab this last one. No, this is nothing. Okay. Get out of there. Shoot in here. Ooh, come on. Increase this one. Damn it. Alright, Nubby. Don't clear stuff too quickly. 14 billion, I mean, it's not too bad, but it's also not amazing. Alright, let's just kind of keep clearing stuff here. We should be going to the black market soon, which is what that key was for. Yeah, sometimes we don't get the beautiful, beautiful setup, but that's okay too. So, we've got the pointer. Peg fully popped. Popped. Marks a random peg. When the peg is marked, all pegs that have the same number will be doubled. If no pegs have the same number as the marked peg, a random peg will be doubled. This item cannot be force triggered. So this is kind of like the gimmick of the black market, is that all of these items can't be force triggered, which I think is a shame. It takes away a lot of what I think makes the game interesting, so I'm not sure why this exists like that. This right here makes sense. Halves all pegs with the first peg we pop. But I think I will reroll, because even this is not actually like super good. I guess it is good actually. No, let's get the head. Let's get the head. So now when we go in, we immediately get a bunch of triggers. Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, no. I take it back. That one that one is pretty good for us. Alright. So some of these stones now, I think, actually reduce our score, which is a bit silly. But we still have a billion down there, a billion here. Although this one has minus a billion. Well, that's not good. No, my score. It's fluctuating a little. It ended up being fine. It ended up being fine. Don't worry about it. What's this? I don't even know this one. First peg pop. Force triggers the leftmost item X times. Jumbling pegs increases X by +2. This value resets after each round. This actually seems pretty good because we can jumble multiple times, right? Okay, so what do we want to put there? We probably want to... Are we force triggering slot 5 and slot 3 right now? But not like in the most amazing way. So maybe something like this. So we jumble twice. And I immediately reduce the score of everything on the board to nothing. No, we got a billion down there. Okay, we're good. Alright, alright, alright. We still have plenty of rounds to roll the dice. And that's really all we're doing. We're just randomizing until we get a really, really lucky round. Then we push these to, you know, quintillions, sextillion. All kinds of shenanigans. I mean, we've got a trillion. We've got a trillion. Let's go. Very good. Roll, roll. Alright, these are kind of nothing, but that's okay. I don't think I like any of these. Because unfortunately these are mostly very mediocre kind of early game options. Croissant? Yeah, why not? Hot dog. Kidney bean, yeah. Another croissant, why not? We have so many croissants. Reroll. Reroll. Can use this to force trigger. What's our best force trigger right now? Force triggers all items. 5% chance to force trigger number 5. Not a huge fan of it. That one can be used to just kind of like double up on force triggers, because when it gets force triggered, it force triggers the thing to the right of it, or left of it, sorry. And it then has a chance to increase how often it does that. But I feel like right now we are not actually force triggering that much, we're just kind of triggering the dancing dino a lot. So force triggers are not a huge deal of our strategy, like not a huge part of it at least. Alright. 500 trillion. Look at that. Big money. Alright, take your time, Nubby. Here's what I said, like sometimes we can take 12 seconds. We're chilling. Got a couple trillion. What's this? Nubby dies. If the round goal is passed 2 or more times, force triggers all items and lose 25% of total points. That seems terrible for us. And then peg fully pop, 25% chance force trigger the item in slot 3. Why not? That feels like it makes some sense. Oh. Yeah, we actually don't want to have mediocre rounds like this one, where we didn't really go crazy. I think I will replace the head with another dancing dino. I feel like the dancing dino is better. Alright, come here. Eat more pickle rats. This right here rerolls the shop. I don't want you, Dave. Get away, Dave. No, no, no. I want nothing to do with Dave. He looks scary. Alright, take down all of these. Very good. There's 128 billion, 256, 2 trillion, 32 trillion, a quillion, quadrillion, that's what we are. 500. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. This is not the best cave. This is a bit better, I feel. Oh no, that was pretty shit. Oh man, that was our round 70? Not good. Yeah, we need more pegs on the board. Alright, just a couple of trillion. This one seems okay. I guess some space to bounce up here. We did fall down, but... nah. Ooh. This is a very big open area. If we're lucky... Oh, no. We weren't. We immediately killed the one thing that would actually stop us from continuing. Stocks an ultra rare food item. Oh, another one of these, okay. Is that the only ultra rare? Alright, generate money, reroll. Just kind of generate some money. Nothing here. So for every time I roll, I get my first trigger a couple of times here, right? Oh no. Ooh, that's a nice cave. Oh no, Nubby, where did you go? Don't go over there. Okay. Oh, we only have 2 rounds left. Okay. Let's just get lucky. We just need one good round. We've got a trillion. There's a 2 trillion over here. There's another trillion. Oh, but we're not going up. 4 trillion, 256. Ah, it wasn't enough. Round 79. Yeah. We only really get one more round here. Because round 80 is the boss round. No, I don't think I'm taking that. That deletes an item. We don't like deleting items at this point. Alright, let's get another croissant. Just kind of seeing how many I can fit up there, I guess. Another croissant. I've got so many croissants. Delicious. Oh no, we are not in a good spot. Only 24 trillion, everybody. And we've got Tony, who is going to be shooting lasers again. Which is actually really bad for us. Because we have this, like, slow build. Yeah. We don't stand much of a chance against Tony, unfortunately. So our score ended up being 21.3 quintillion. Which is quite a lot less than my high score of 32.9 sextillion, I think. So, yeah. Dr. Teaspoon's high score is Google, which I think is the highest score you can get. So let's have a look at some of these other things. So here's Tony. We can unlock this character. Squids are 20% more likely to appear in Nubby Mart, and squids cost 50% less. Start the game with 15 coins. You will enter Nubby Mart when the game starts. Rare and ultra rare items are twice as likely to appear in shops. You receive +3 coins per restock instead of +1. Maximum coins limit is raised to 200. You lose 2 lives when you launch Nubby. Items have 2 trigger types. For example, an item could trigger when the round goal is passed or when Nubby dies. Oh, that one seems interesting. We only have 42 stars, so we need to be a little careful. All items are half priced. +3 rerolls in all shops. Items have a 5% chance to shatter when they trigger. Oh no. Adds a moving target to the bottom of the pegboard. If Nubby hits the target, gain +6 coins and double the total score. You cannot gain coins from restocks. Ooh, that sounds terrible. Item and perk triggers are randomized at the start of the run. Don't question it. That seems amazing. Black market items can appear in Nubby Mart and mystery capsules. Black market items cost money in Nubby Mart. Start the game with 200 coins. You cannot gain more coins. Or replace endless mode with prestige mode. When you win, you can prestige. This restarts the game and increases the difficulty for each prestige level. I'm thinking I like this one. This one seems fun. Alright, let's unlock Bologna, Tony.
Go.
So our stuff is randomized now. Well, we'll see. Well, we still kind of need to make it to the... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We're just gonna fucking die immediately. Just die round one. Nubby bounces 10 times. Nubby gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. Well, that seems terrible. Peg fully popped doubles a random peg. 2 pegs popped. A random peg will explode and pop 8 maximum nearby pegs. And every half second summons a straw. So this one seems alright. But nothing too good. Nubby bounces 10 times, pops the lowest peg twice. Every 1 second summons a quill. Highest number peg popped, halves the highest peg and doubles the lowest peg. Okay, I think I don't like any of these, to be honest. Oh no, we might just die. Definitely a non-zero chance that we just die immediately, so maybe that's even for the best, and we can just re-roll, because so far what we have seen wasn't super exciting. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Well, that takes some real skill. Oh no. Okay. All right. New high score 600. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear about it. That was an incredible high score, okay? You're gonna tell me 606 isn't good? No. I'm not gonna listen to that. Every half second, every empty peg space will give points equal to the total amount of pegs that have been popped this round. 5 pegs popped summons a meat orb. 3 pegs doubled creates a chain that pops a cluster of pegs, and this is the one I'm excited for. 2 pegs doubled, 25% chance to double a random peg. Wait, doesn't this go infinite? Like, if I have enough of these? Does this not go infinite with itself? 2 pegs half, pops 2 randoms. Item slot 1 triggers 10 times. Pops a random peg. Wait, isn't this also... If I have enough of these and then 1 Pedro, is that not infinite points? Alright, that's fine. So first I need to find a way of actually doubling pegs, I guess. I currently don't have that, so the tardigrade doesn't do anything. So that should be priority number 1. Yeah, I mean, that was never gonna... No! Why is 64 in the corner? Like, how am I gonna make any points like this? Okay, that was good. That was a good bounce. Yeah, this early on, it does really matter where things are. Okay, every half second, if Nubby's still alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. The item in slot 1 triggers 10 times. Force triggers the item in slot 7 2 times for each empty inventory spot. Isn't this? I'm just gonna pick this up. This feels like it's also gonna go infinite. So, yeah. 2 pegs popped, 2 pegs get smacked, which counts as a peg half trigger without actually halving it. But I need pegs doubled. This is every half second. I mean, that's good. I'm not doubling them. Okay, I'm gonna buy the level 2 tardigrade. I'm gonna get Pedro. I'm gonna put Pedro on number 1 for now, though. Wait, Pedro can't trigger. Alright, guys. We need something that can get the chain started. Because if we get the chain started, I think we go infinite. But, getting that Getting that starting point, that's gonna be the tricky one. Ideally, yeah, we want the dinosaur, I think. If we can get the dino, we might be in good shape. Am I just going for this random item? I guess. It's another tardigrade. Oh no. Okay. But I don't have enough gold. I have no money. Oh, guys. I don't know. This does not seem possible right now. No! We didn't have anything that made points. Oh, that's a shame. I do like this mode a lot, though, with the randomization. I think that's a ton of fun. Because we just kind of get to see something new every run. This is a problem with this game, I feel like. I feel like it has very limited strategies. Nubby hits the wall 3 times. I don't like that. Bounces 10 times. Bounces 10 times. 20 pegs popped. Every second, 5 pegs halved. So these seem terrible. I mean, maybe we just restart? Is there a restart button? Like, sorry, I saw the shop and there were like so many items that were completely unusable. I feel like it's fair to just kind of give that a quick reboot. Okay. I'm still kind of sad we didn't get the previous run started, but like, it just there wasn't anything there. 10 pegs popped, 2 pegs popped, doubles the highest, halves the highest and doubles the lowest. This seems okay. Wait, isn't this infinite? No, it's 2 pegs doubled, not popped, sorry. This seems okay. Tardigrade. Ooh, I like it. Alright, we're locking the tardigrade. Item slot 4 triggers twice. Okay, so the tree just kind of keeps us bouncing. But the problem is, it does kind of reduce our scoring potential. I mean, I guess we can just like do low score gaming. I mean, if I get the tardigrade though. 2 pegs doubled, 4 triggers all, X popped. Oh my god. Wait a second. I just need to make it to the shop. No, no. 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 Okay. Wait. Are we already infinite? Okay. We swap these two. I think we're infinite. The question is, does it keep going after we die? It does. Alright, well, we did it. Alright, let's get our Google score as well, so that I can send it to Dr. Teaspoon. Are we soft locked? No, there's an end button. We did, however, I mean, this is infinite, right? Like, we do have an infinite. You need to win the game. Oh, it's true. I need to win the game first. I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see how far it goes. I hope it doesn't make us do this every round. Okay, we had N. I've never seen N. Now we are D. Wait, does it not go above D? Is D the max? I think D is the highest. I don't think it lets you go above D. Alright. Do you guys think we passed the round goal? We needed 167. D is just big. Wait a bit. I mean, not really. Like, 2D is still just, you know, double the previous value. I think it's just like, it literally says max. Yeah, so this seems a bit silly. How long does it go on for? Wait, how big is it, Google? Oh, if I Google is the large number 10 to the power of 100. I feel like we're a good bit away from that. Wait, how did Dr. Teaspoon get a Google? It's gonna take me forever. It's gonna take so long to get a Google. What is this shit? Did he just like wait? Did he just sit on the screen for half an hour and wait? Yeah, well, I figured out that I broke the game. Thank you. Alright, that's it. We're infinite again. Alright, let's just end. Let's just end. We will just get ourselves the round goal and then see if we can somehow, like, improve this. Alright. I need to just restock my life in case I somehow fuck up 5 times in a row. Which would be impressive and isn't impossible. Yeah, I don't know if, like, more popping really makes that much of a difference. But I suppose we'll try. No, this does nothing. Item in slot 3 triggers 5 times, gives plus 5 points for... No, this is not the item we want. Alright. Well, this is very silly. I do like that it's possible. Okay. Like, there are things that just kind of double our score and so on. So if we can find something along those lines... It's not too crazy that we might be able to make this happen. Yeah, let's get the key. Every 3 seconds. Nubby bounces 10 times. Item slot 1 triggers 3 times. If the first peg popped is the highest peg, multiply total score. Oh, this can't be force triggered. What am I doing? Wait, no. They don't need to be force triggered. I'm stupid. This double stuff even faster? 1 in 2 chance to double all pegs. Well, I mean, at least we get there quicker now. Yep, we get there quickly. Hello. I have broken the game. Wanna see? Okay, so I jump in here, and I trigger everything, and then I get a handful of points because I keep doubling everything an infinite number of times. Now I've reached the maximum. That's the dinging noise. My supervisor is having a great time. Well, he can wear a cotton candy mask if he wants to. It's my supervisor. He gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And if I end, you see, I broke the game. It does very much say so. 5% chance to trigger something. Force triggers all items on odd number slot. Oh no. Oh, this was a bad idea. Oh, this was not a good idea. What's up? Oh, okay. Dong, 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 dong. Why wouldn't he be? He said to make a big number, I'm making a big number. Yeah, I can't do anything about his face. It's not my choice. Alright, I would like to get to another shop. Look, the thing is, I get the loop started if I trigger something. If I pop 2 pigs. I need exactly 2. Hello. Are we getting a cat?
Yeah.
Hello, Coco.
We haven't done a cat trick in a while.
That's okay. Oh, hello, Coco. She not. She doesn't like this. Let her go. A little pathetic. How am I not getting points quicker? I suggest lowering the volume. This game has a really shit options menu. There's only 4 different settings. I can lower it on my PC. Alright, it is lowered. Yeah, I need more popping. I know. I just haven't had a chance to get into the shop yet. So. 2 pegs doubled. 4 pegs halved creates a chain that pops a cluster of pegs. We are halving a lot, so that makes sense. Nubby hits a wall 3 times, that's nothing. Every 2 seconds, nope. No, these are all nothing. Croissant, highest peg popped. Force triggers the item in slot 3. Upgrades the rightmost, deletes the leftmost. I don't think I want to delete anything. Alright. We should be getting there quicker now. Alright, I mean, like, we're getting there quickly. That's for sure. Oh, and we're making a lot more points. Yes, that's good. Alright, yes, no, we're definitely making more points. I feel like this gonna go even faster, though. Alright, let's just get to the next shop. Alright, we'll just kind of like cancel out of this as quickly as we can every time. I mean, score is arbitrary at this point. You can't force 5-slot snake. Oh my god, who cares? Like, does it really make a difference? Look at the situation, my friend. Look at the situation. Force triggers everything that summons. No, we're definitely not picking these. Alright. Yes, we're breaking the game. I know. Divine Score. I know. Pops a random peg. So this is another popper. Which is good. And it's also based on item in slot 1. This is another broken socket. Reroll. Okay, we just kind of grab ourselves a bunch of these. We didn't get any rerolls here. But we have faster popping, right? How fast is it? It's pretty quick. So quick enough to like hang out yet, or do we want to go even faster? I get the feeling this one is not triggering as often as we wanted to. Everything else is going insane. Alright, let's get to the next shop. Yeah. Divine Score and all of that. I get it. We have a handful of points. I mean, it's not making the run longer, because we are actually just kind of like ending pretty much immediately. Okay, so I feel like this is actually our worst item. And this is our best item. I do like this. I do like this. Well, no, the best item is the plastic tree, obviously, but setting that aside. If we can get another plastic tree, that would be good. 2 pegs popped. Smacks pegs? Counts as a peg half trigger. I don't think I care that much. All pegs will give points equal to double the number on the lowest number peg. Wait, isn't this sick? Isn't this insane? I get the feeling that might be good. Because eventually everything is a D, right? And once everything is a D, this guy just makes like a handful of points. Alright, yeah, we're definitely scaling up very quickly now. Alright, let's just kind of keep moving along. Everything is a D. Okay. I don't know what number it is. Is it decillion? Do you know what number it is? Is this one even good? I feel like this one is not even that important. I think the evil goose is good. Socket in number 2 isn't triggering a lot. That seems unlikely. We'll investigate in a bit. Let's eat. Let's feed the mouth first. Gotta have priorities after all. Okay, another croissant. So this is hits, 4 seconds. These are all useless. This is another broken socket. I don't know if I want a broken socket necessarily. I'm not halving that much right now. A random pick will emit 3 snot shots. No, I think I actually need more halving, right? Wouldn't this crash the game? No, Nubby needs to be alive. Yeah, I'm not getting any halving. Which is what I actually need. To push this more. It's so silly how I just need to bonk it twice. 5 packs doubled. Force triggers items in slots 1 and 2. 3 packs doubled. Force triggers the item in slot 3. I'm not sure if this works if the condition hasn't been fulfilled. Usually this is, you know, first peg pop, and then it defines what the first peg pop needed to be. I'm gonna assume that the condition still needs to apply, so I think this one is probably better. This one seems really good. I probably want to put the evil goose there though. Because I think the goose will give us more points. Because like now we're triggering the goose like crazy. And once we have everything at the D, the goose will, yeah, just give absurd numbers of points. This one is slower. Why is it slower? You are right. I'm not sure why. It's because it's not in an odd numbered slot. And it doesn't have like a different way of getting triggered. Like I think if I move these, then that doesn't change it. Yeah. This one just has a good trigger because it cares about pegs doubling. And we do that a lot. Oh, we do that a lot, don't we? I think this one is really not actually that good. I'm gonna get rid of it. Let me get another goose. No, I don't think I want to randomize my items. No, thank you. I think everything is up. I could. I think I'm okay with this. Upgrade the tree. That actually seems kind of bad. Wait, do I care about halving? I care about halving. Wait, the upgraded tree is worse. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I don't think it really matters, but it will make us slower. Oh, it does matter. Oh, shit. Oh no, the upgraded tree is really bad for us. I think it's all the snake. No, it's not the snake. It's not the snake. It's the fact that the tree doesn't upgrade anymore. Like, we... Or like, sorry, we needed the worst tree. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wait! Is it over? Okay, no, we still managed to make it through. There is a random factor now. We just need to make it to the next shop. And then we need to find another tree. No, that's not enough points. Oh, no. No, that's not enough. Yeah. No, that's we lost. No way. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have upgraded it. I didn't know what the upgraded version is. The problem is now we have only a 50% chance to halve. And we need the halving. No, we don't need the halving. Oh, I shouldn't have sold the snake. You're probably right. You're probably right. I shouldn't have sold the snake. I underestimated how impactful it was. I thought the tree was carrying us. Oh. Well, we got a new high score. Not a Google, though. How did Dr. Teaspoon get a Google? He must have just had his computer running for like 2 hours. Alright, I like this mode. Let's do one more round of it. And then we'll try out some of the other stuff. I think this is a good one. I like that it just kind of lets the game go absolutely crazy. Two packs popped. Chance to do nothing. Pack fully pops a random peg. Every 4 seconds? That's awful. 2 packs doubled. Summons a quill. Well, these kind of do nothing, right? Alright. Yeah, no, I definitely underestimated the snake. I thought the tree was doing most of the work. But turns out that was incorrect. Item in slot 5 triggers 5 times. Force triggers all items in odd numbered slots. I mean, this seems incredible. But it doesn't do anything right now. Which means there's a good chance that we just die. No, these are not good. Bounces 5 times, doubles a random one. Summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg. But this doesn't do anything because we can't trigger it. Alright, we died. Well, I guess that's how it goes. So there's also these challenges. I'm not a big fan of these. I tried them a little bit. Right, where items, foods, and perks cannot be found. Failure to meet the quota on any round will result in the leftmost item being deleted. During restocks, you can only gain +1 life at most, even if you restocked more than once. I think this is just kind of... It's a way to make the game less interesting, if I'm completely honest. I know that some people enjoy having these challenges. But if I'm completely honest, this is not for me. Alright, this right here says we cannot reroll. We can only jumble once, so we just have to put up with this stuff. But I think that's a shame, because like, I think that the rerolling, the jumbling is not part of the fun. So just kind of taking an aspect of the game out doesn't seem super good to me. That doesn't seem like the most interesting way of playing this game, but that's just my opinion. Honestly, I don't even want to. I want to play the other one. I want to play this stupid one. Give me my Giga Chat Bologna, Tony. Bologna. Yeah, I'm never a big fan of these kinds of challenges. And when I first started playing this game, this was a couple of patches ago, you actually had to complete those challenges to get access to the other supervisors. which I thought was really kind of a shame because I was never gonna do it. 20 packs pop doubles a random pick. That's actually really interesting. 3 packs doubled. Let's roll. 2 seconds summons a quill. 5 packs popped gives points. 2 packs popped gives 300 points. Yes, please? That seems pretty good, at least for now. Wow. I got a big score from that. So we've got 99 gold right now. That's incredible. But yeah, obviously that's a very nice item to get. Okay. 2 packs doubled. If the first pack popped, it was the highest pack. Force triggers the items in slots 1 and 2. 5 packs popped. Force triggers 1 random Nubby dice item. That seems good. So we can trigger a Nubby dice item pretty easily. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that requires Nubby to die. Well, I guess that's maybe a good thing. 5 packs doubled. Oh! This goes infinite again. 5 packs doubled, doubles the lowest pack. Alright, let's go into the cafe really quick. We have infinite money, so... Highest pack pop has an X% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. Deletes the rightmost item and upgrades the leftmost. I don't really want to give up any of these. That seems like a bad idea. Alright, I'm just gonna buy like an additional one really quick. That seems fine. That should make a good amount of points. Sneaky spiders. I mean, the sound is kind of like awkwardly low now, isn't it? Let me turn it up a bit. It would be nice if games just had good options menus. I don't really know why people do that. Like, why would you release a game with an options menu like this? Like, you can't possibly think that this is good. Bounces 10 times. Sure. I think we will pick up this again. The key was good earlier. Even though we managed to throw that game. And yes, we did that. You don't get to take credit for my successes, but not for my failures. There we go. Money. Oh, you guys gotta hit the 2000 here. There we go. I'll just do it myself. Alright, let's see what we get. Ooh, 5 packs doubled? Oh, it's game over. Is this not infinite? Are we not already infinite? I guess not. But I mean, we gotta be really close, right? No, I don't have an initial doubler yet. I need something that doubles. I need to force trigger this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have infinite, but I don't have a way of actually popping anything. Okay, but we made a couple of billion points. I guess that's fine. We just need to make it to a shop. Yeah. So long as we stay alive long enough, we will start kind of chaining like this. And then we make a couple of points. What's this? Every 3 seconds, 5 packs pops a random pack. This is pretty good. Alright, we can upgrade this. We can get you. Let's go into the cafe really quick. I can upgrade the snake. What do I get rid of? I don't think I need the house anymore, right? That's fine. We can get rid of the house. Okay. Stocks an ultra rare. Duplicates the most recently obtained perk. We have 5 coins. What do you? 20 packs popped? No, these are pretty useless. Okay, so this is more going infinite. The tricky part is just how do I get the chain started. Right now, it's just by staying alive for a little while. Right, we just stay alive for a couple seconds, and then if we get lucky, we get the chain going. That doesn't seem super sustainable. But you know, occasionally it does work. Nubby's still hanging in there. Look at him go. He's just hanging out over there. Bouncing in the corner. There we go. Finally died. Alright. They probably delayed a proper menu for so long until they got used to it. When the release date comes closer, they decided other stuff now has a high priority to finish. I think it's really foolish. Like, you should do your menu pretty early on. 10 packs pop, force triggers 1 random item, or item in slot 1 triggers 10 times. 25% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3. So I can use that to trigger this. And this is pretty easy to trigger. Probably take you. Okay. I mean, we make a lot of points. Put a tardigrade in, that's for sure. But we haven't figured out a way to really go super nuts yet. Let's go into the cafe first. No, I don't want to eat Dave. Go away, Dave. Okay, this seems good. Roll. Alright, we have 2 little money for all of this. There's another tree. I think... Wait, we don't have any halving triggers, right? We only have doubling triggers. We don't care about halving. Wait, is that even useful? Isn't a second one of these better instead of like... I think I don't care about the, like, halving thing. Like, who cares, really? This seems okay. Tardigrade is good. Do I care about pants? I don't really care about pants. Okay. Did we do it? Is Nubby dead? I can't see him. I think Nubby might have died. I think Nubby is dead. Yeah, Nubby did die. So we're not fully infinite, but I think if I get another Pedro, that's all we need. So we're just looking for Pedro again. Just looking for Pedro. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, 3 Pedros go infinite. With a little bit of startup help. But like, that's okay. Wait! This is infinite. This is infinite. I don't need Pedro. 5 pegs doubled, summon a sharp shot that will pop a random peg. This is our points. This is all we need. Alright, eat, eat, eat. Delicious. Don't need the other one anymore. I'm pretty confident that this is all we needed. Pants does nothing, right? Another tardigrade. Right? Are we getting points quicker than we're building up? No. So, we might not actually be duplicating stuff quickly enough? Is that the problem? Like, we might not be building up our score rapidly enough. Or like the duplication effects. I feel that this might be too good. Okay, but like at its core, it is what we needed. We just need to like increase the speed of our doubling now. And I mean, that seems doable. Alright. We need to pop how many pegs to get this started? Oh, we just need to stay alive long enough to randomly trigger this. The plastic tree. Okay. Wouldn't upgrading the tree improve the doubling? Probably, but I don't think upgrading the tree is better than just having 2 trees. I will take a fir tree. Fir tree seems good. I don't know if that one is worth buying, to be honest. Alright, tardigrade is definitely good. Money. Nothing. Okay. It's so silly how I have no starting triggers other than this. Just the trophy thing. I feel like we're building up enough now. Yeah. Yeah, we got there. And this right here actually does a lot of damage. Like, it does a lot of damage. So that's really good. So now we go AFK, play a round of TFT. Like, what's the plan now? Alright. Yeah, we just kind of keep looking if we can improve it still. And then on base 79, we go AFK. Oh yeah, this seems really good. So I wanna put this here. Do I even need the tree? I'm not 100% convinced we even need the tree. Like, wouldn't tardigrade just be enough? Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, that's the one flaw in the strategy, is that we actually have no good starting point. We just need to hope we get it. But we usually get it. Okay. And there we go. You know what's kind of funny? Wait. Triggers for summons an egg? Egg. Ooh! This seems really good. Alright. Sorry, one second. I had something I wanted to tell you about. But let me do this first. I think I get rid of this tree. I think we only need one tree. And I'm really not convinced we even need that tree. So anyways. Wasn't leveling the tree bad. No, I think it's fine. Because we don't care about halving. The reason why I had the trees split apart is because I don't care about halving, I only care about doubling. And having the trees combined doesn't increase how often we double. So I didn't think it was useful to combine them. Does it feel like we're slower? A little bit, no? Yeah, what killed the previous run was selling the snake. Yeah, I severely underestimated how much the snake contributed in the previous run. That was the problem. Sorry, anyway, what I was gonna tell you about something that I think is funny. So like, one of the places where I go to play Magic, right, is like a Magic club at my local university. Don't worry, they know I'm not a student. They let me in. They don't really care. They're happy to have anybody. Like, they very explicitly say that too. And the guy that organizes it, he has recently started to, or like, has recently begun kind of making event days. Where basically he says, okay, on this day we don't have the normal, just kind of show up and play Magic thing, but instead we have like trade night, where everybody brings their trading, like their cards for trade, or rather that, like, you know, like all kinds of different ideas. And what's tomorrow is, which is what he calls the long night of Magic. Oh, isn't this nuts? No, I don't have, no, the trigger's this. Okay. And what's going on is basically just that instead of the club closing at 10, which is when we usually, you know, when usually it shuts down, it goes until 2 in the morning. And I told everybody, guys, I'm old. I'm not staying until 2 in the morning. But all of these young'uns, they've all been very excited, and they've been kind of treating it as if it was like some sort of like sleepover, you know? Like, I think it's really funny. They're making plans on how to, like on making waffles. Guys, I made a mistake. This was not the item I thought it was. Alright, time to build something new. Oh no. Oh, this is not the item I thought it was. This I thought it was that. Oh, this, why do I even care? Okay. So what does this do? Oh, we're just dead. It's just over. Oh, no. Guys, we're never gonna be able to do it because there's no way I get 400 million with this. There's no way. Oh, I did get 400 million, I guess. I mean, I just need to somehow make it to the next shop. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I wasn't even distracted. I just thought it was a different item. I mean, you can tell me what you want. They do look a little bit similar, right? Without Snake, it will be hard. Without Snake, it'll be tricky, yeah. But we just need to hit like 5 tardigrades and a tree, and then we'll be okay. I mean, weirdly, this is actually okay. Like, I feel like our perks are doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Okay. Alright, you know what? We can get another snake. We can get another snake. But anyway, everybody has big plans. So I went and I got some mochi today for everybody. Oh, it's just like, look, guys, I'm not making waffles. But I can bring a snack. I'm okay with that. I love mochi. I love mochi. Mochi is the best. Absolutely my favorite, you know, treat. Oh, we got a tree. So we get rid of you. You're kind of useless. Wait, which slot did it need to be? Number 4, right? Okay, so we've got a tree. It's fine. Oops, it's not fine. We have 1 life left. Oh no, we needed slot 3, not slot 4. That's okay. We'll put it into slot 3. We're still alive. We're still alive. No! Oh, man. Okay, wait. No, we gotta do it one time. And we should try out some of the other supervisors. We should try out some of the other supervisors. Okay, so we have 21 points. What can we get for 20 points? Items have 2 trigger types. That sounds fun. Mutant Tony. Just never meant to be. I am sorry. I genuinely just thought it was the other item. Again, it hasn't. It's not that I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention. I bought that item fully knowing that I was fully expecting it to do something else. Right? I feel like if I wasn't paying attention, then I would just, you know, buy an item and like not even think about it. But I did think about it. I just thought about it poorly, I guess. Alright, so things have 2 triggers now. Every 1.5 seconds or 15 pegs popped. Every 1 point or highest peg popped. Okay. Nubby hits wall twice. Nubby bounces. These all seem kind of bad. Alright, it's fine. Maybe. Again, maybe. Alright. Perfect. New high score. Hey, it's still a roguelike. It's just sometimes you're gonna have those starting rounds. I think this game is pretty bad if it comes to that. Like, its starting rounds are very decisive. And sometimes you just, like, don't get an item that you can use. And by sometimes, I mean actually pretty often. And when that happens, well, you're just a little bit screwed. And I think that's a shame. I don't think every run should be, like, a freebie, right? Like, it shouldn't be automatically good. But I feel like you should at least be able to make it past the early game. This is a nice one. This just is gonna make us some money. First peg popped. 30 pegs popped. Peg halved. Highest peg popped. Okay. I'm just gonna farm some money with the cheese house. The cheese house. Yeah, I'm a big mochi enjoyer. That's always my thing. You know, like Mickey always wants to go back to Japan. And she has like all of these reasons why she wants to go back and what she wants to do. And I'm like, I'm down for it. I mean, as soon as we are in a financial situation where that is feasible, that is. But all I want is I want to have the little rice balls you can buy at the convenience stores and mochi. And sushi. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. Let's get this. Force triggers an item for every round that this has been in our inventory. Seems pretty good. First peg popped every 2 seconds. Random peg gets smacked. Nubby bounces. Nubby hits a wall twice. This seems okay. I mean, I don't know if I want that many seals, honestly. 3 pegs doubled, pops 2 random pegs. I'll just pick something up here. We need some items at this point. Onigiri are so easy to make. I make them for lunch at work. So onigiri are easy to make. I will concede that, right? But what made them so special, I think, or what I really appreciated about them in Japan, was that you didn't have to make them. Like, it's just something where you can go into a convenience store and it's just there. And it's cheap and it's like reasonable food and it's just nice and I like that. Like, yeah, it's not hard to make. There's a lot of food that isn't hard to make. But it's still nice to not have to make it. Oh, Wispy, by the way, how did your job search work out? Did you find something? Force triggers the item slot 7 2 times for each inventory shot. Each empty inventory slot. So perks don't get double triggers, it's only items. Oh. Nothing here. I don't know if Wispy's still here. He sometimes just shows up, talks a bit of shit, and then leaves. That's fair. Oh man, okay, come on. No! You gotta be kidding! Okay. I mean, I don't think our setup was super good. I stopped actively looking but was reached out by Meta and had a coding round with them and they said no and I asked why they did not reply. Well, that sucks. But the way you phrase it makes it sound kind of funny. Okay. I don't like any of these. We're just gonna need to make it to the next shop. Didn't really care. I'm in a spot where I'm fine, so I did not have high hopes for meta. Yeah? Well, that's good. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, come on. Alright. We're still alive. For now, at least. Oh, we're dead. There's no way. See what I mean? Right? Like, the early rounds just determine so much. I gotta say, my favorite mode, a favorite way to play this game, I guess, is still the one where you can go infinite. Nubby bounces, 10 pegs popped. Okay. So I think these always have the same triggers, right? Yeah, it's always the same. Guys, I'm going back to playing the stupid one. I have goodness. I'm on ADHD meds for the first time since Saturday. Actually, my first day was very funny. Yeah? Go. Alright, let's do this one again. This time, let's maybe not fuck it up. Oh. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if the big number is just hiding in a corner, what can I do? Every half second is useless. Every 3 seconds. 3 pegs double, doubles a random peg. I mean, that's insane. This is also insane. But how am I getting there? I guess I just need to hit a really good perk. Oh no. We were planning to go to my in-laws for an event. For some reason I didn't think of it. I thought it's fine to take the ADHD meds on the way there. Thought why not? I will probably feel better. Okay. Oops. Mm-hmm. 5 pegs halved? No. 3 pegs doubled? Oh man, guys. I mean, we're so infinite. The moment we find a way to double our stuff or force trigger it. We're so giga infinite already. Yep, that's it. That's what we needed, right? Alright, so we need to pop 15 pegs and then get lucky. Mm-hmm. Come on. 15 is just actually kind of difficult. Alright, come on. Don't let me down, buddy. So now I heard of ADHD adults who tried meds for the first time. I cleaned my whole house on the first day and I personally did not understand it. Like, why would you clean the whole house? And I cleaned my in-laws' house. I really needed it and they allowed me to run around with a vacuum. Well, I mean, that is funny. That is very good. Alright, take this. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. Like me and my kind of like close friends group. Oh no, we lost. We're kind of like, I don't know, the very inconspicuously neurodivergent support group, if that makes any sense. Like, it's really interesting because every once in a while we'll kind of like vibe with a new person, you know, like, or let's start this a bit differently. These kind of suck. I think I'll take this just for some points right now. But kind of like when we kind of started hanging out, you know, we didn't really know that much about each other or anything like that. But as we kind of got to know each other more, like, you know, it became more and more revealed that, you know, like, oh yeah, this guy has an ADHD diagnosis. This guy clearly has ADHD, but isn't diagnosed. This guy just got an autism diagnosis. And it's like, oh, okay. Kind of found a new person recently that kind of like, you know, like I vibe with, and like we've been like playing some Magic pretty regularly. And like, I don't know, like the third time or something we're playing Magic together, he like randomly says, oh, you know, like I didn't take my ADHD med today. I'm like, yep, that checks out. That checks out. I mean, this seems fine. Two packs pop. That's pretty nice. I haven't really found a doubler yet. I'll just buy this. Okay, so this is a tardigrade based on packs pop. And this one cares about packs doubled. So like that seems pretty reasonable. That's like, there's probably a way to go infinite. I do think it's funny how pretty much anything can go infinite. Like, it's not even necessarily so much about like, can we go infinite? It's more like how? How do we go infinite? We just need to find it. I just want to like, do it one time. Nothing here. Yeah. For me personally, you know, like my main struggle with doctors is just like I don't want to go to like a therapist or a psychologist. I want to go to a dermatologist. And that's just goddamn impossible. Item in slot 1 triggers 10 times. Probably not. Probably not what I'm looking for. I want to take the key. This seems okay. This seems foolish not to take. But we're not going to be doing much fully popping, so it's not super useful. Alright. Wait, what's this? Okay. Alright. So we're getting quite a lot of points already. Just with our very casual setup here. It's the poop butt. That guy is kind of going crazy. Recently got a dermatologist appointment in like 3 weeks. What the fuck? It's a bunch of bullshit. I waited 3 months for mine and then I cancelled it. Two packs popped, half sold packs. Let's see. Snake. 2 packs halved. 5 packs halved. That's probably fine. That's probably manageable, right? 5 packs halved and then we double them. So we need to like halve enough packs somehow. But that, like, if we halve 5 and then double 10, like we're going infinite. Force triggers the leftmost items X times. Oh, wait. No. Oh, I messed up. Alright, never mind. Sorry. That one reduces our score. We're never gonna get a Google like that. Because that will hard cap us with how many points we can have. Because there is a hard cap on how many, like what the highest number is, right? So if we reduce that, if we're constantly reducing things by a certain number, we will be unable to go infinite. All right. A doctor. Dr. Beans. No, that's Mickey. Mickey recently passed her physical, which is the big exam that you gotta pass before getting into the big, like before going into the proper medical school. 5 packs doubled. If you have 4 less items, force triggers the item slot 4 times. Okay. So Kazoo's infinite? That was 4 random packs whose number is less than 32. I'm not convinced this one is good. Nice. Do I do anything here? I think I do need to take the key and I try to roll for the snake. Like, the snake seems too good to not, like, try for. Oops. Oh, this is a hard one. Oh, what's going on here? Got ourselves stuck in some kind of funky loop, but I'm not gonna complain. Nice. Alright, let's check out. There's the snake. Oh, it's a bad snake. So not good. Alright. So we're not getting access to a nice snake in this run. It's good to know. But it does severely limit what we can do. These are useless? Man. It's not coming together, is it? Yeah, we might just die. I didn't want to re-random because I feel like this has a reasonable chance of passing. but no. Alright. Yeah, we're kind of just bonking our head against the wall, but hey, that's just how the game goes, right? Want to share something about my experience? Even after day one, I started thinking that every ADHD person should try meds at least once in their life. I did not actually fully know what executive dysfunction is until I experienced the proper executive function. The contrast from my normal experience gave me a lot to think about. And the meds are really safe and immediate. There's no long ramping up for weeks/months and no ramping down. They're super flexible, as you mentioned, the guy saying, oh, I did not take meds today. You can just skip days and it's good. Yeah. I sometimes feel like I should maybe... I'll use those. Just restart. I mean, the things are deterministic for that run, right? Like, once the things have been randomized, we see them, and we saw that those are not gonna be good enough. Sometimes I feel like I should actually go visit some sort of, like, doctor at some point. Because where I'm at regarding myself, it's basically like I had once a YouTube comment describe me as like an atypical neurodiversity, which is probably the most accurate thing that I found for myself, which means I don't know what classification I really fall into. These are not great. But getting a doctor for anything is so difficult. And I always kind of think to myself, what am I gonna get out of this experience? Like, what's the point? I don't know. All right. But I get what you guys are saying. Like, you don't know how things are until you've, like, actually experienced the things, like, how it's supposed to be. Like, I've had that with chronic pain, right? Where, like, I did not know that my skin hurt. Until it didn't. Wow, these are really bad. I mean, we're probably just gonna die. Yeah, there you go. These are just not very good. Yeah, you need that early item. This is really my biggest criticism regarding this game, is that you just kind of like, and this is true for a regular run as well. This is true for every run I've played. But it feels like having one of those items that gives you points in the early game and not having it makes such a massive, massive difference that it feels almost like not playing the game when you don't get it. So these two are really good when combined, right? Person A could say, when you take this, it feels like toes are pushed against the inside of your skull to person P, and they know those words, but it makes no sense. Then person B takes the same thing and goes, oh, I get it, it's a very accurate description. Person C still doesn't understand this, but A and B saying the same thing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. What's this? Every 1 second. 10 packs popped. Is this not enough? Hey, Necro Dragon, thanks for the 18 months. I do wonder if, like, I need to put this into 7. Is this not enough? Force triggers the item slot 7 2 times for each empty inventory slot. So after I pop 10. So if I have 5 empty inventory slots, I double 10 times. And then I pop 2. It's not quite infinite, no. But it's pretty close. I need like a bunch more glasses is what I need. I also need to have access to slot 7, so I need a lot of money. I think we passed this right now. Because I need to get access to the next shop. Ooh, I'm dead. Damn it. Well, close enough. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Oh, man. Game isn't really that hard, I'm just... But sometimes it doesn't work, you know? 30 packs pop, that's a lot. 30 is a lot. These are not good enough. I feel like I'm obsessing now over wanting that one run that I've lost twice, but I kind of want it now. Like, I'm a little annoyed. Glasses are okay. Tardigrade is really good. Alright, glasses and tardigrade. But tardigrade is already good right now. Nice, nice, nice. I feel like I could get impatient with the early game because the aim matters a lot and would just feel too random to me. The aim does matter, but I feel like it is random how you bounce. Like, it's not actually 100% predictable, I feel. Because sometimes I don't move my mouse and it still doesn't really work. Oh, this is so good. I need glasses. If I put this here... This might be okay. Yeah, this still farms quite a lot of points. Wait, is this already infinite? I mean, it isn't because we don't have a way to pop, but it is actually infinite. Like, what we just need is a way to pop, so we need glasses. The moment we find glasses, we're infinite. Just very funny. Really didn't take that much, did it? Oh, come on. No! No, 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 I'm not going down like this. It is also interesting how we're infinite. Like, first it evens out all of the numbers, right? It equalizes everything, and then it slowly but surely, like, starts doubling them. Now we're playing Nubby's Number Factory, where you make a big number. I mean, I feel like that much is obvious. You make big number. I gotta get into the shop. At least we've got the ball machine coming up. Alright, let's check out this. I don't think we go into the cursed shop. I mean, I guess I will take this. I don't see a reason not to. Nice, big money. But like, if I go into the higher... Like, sorry, if I go into the cursed shop, I will not get what I'm looking for, I think. Because I need glasses. Okay. Don't let me down, Nubby. We gotta get to 200,000 somehow. It is a grind. Alright, how close are we? Just gotta get to the shop. Okay. Alright, go, go, go. I think we might have done it. And now we just need to find our item. This is nothing. Oh, this is good. This works. Let's check here really quick. Nope, not this one. No. No, stay away. Alright, so we'll pick up the broken socket. Tardigrade is obviously very good. Isn't this also infinite? Oh, there we go. So we did actually clear a lot. But we're also infinite? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, gotta make it quieter again. Alright. It's a pretty guaranteed infinite as well, isn't it? But it clears a bit too much. Like, I want more of the board to stay alive. Force triggers all items when the item in slot 5 triggers 5 times. We'll put this here then. Come on. Alright. So I think we're clearing stuff too quickly. It's because we don't have enough doublers. I think that's the problem. Right? Our doublers can only hit so many of these pegs. So first a bunch of them die, and then the doublers do outpace the damage, but they cannot outpace the AoE. That's the problem. So that means that the broken socket has to go. Want to get rid of this. Okay. Let's get some rerolls. Upgrades the rightmost thing. And deletes the leftmost. That seems okay. Because I don't really need the turtle. Okay, that's good too. We don't need this. We've got some rerolls. So now a tardigrade. So now we are on 4. Which one? Number 5. Yeah, I mean, it's still infinite. It's just like not a nice infinite. We haven't really improved the problem. What do you like about this game, Baumi? You need ideas or stock of you may bring to your projects in the future. I like that this is a game that took a very simple idea and then just said, what if we made it a roguelike? Because this idea of like bounce a ball down a bunch of numbers, right? Like, or bounce a ball is really nothing too crazy. And they're like, okay, well, why can't this be a roguelike? And the answer to that is there's no reason why it can't be. And to be honest, it's nothing new in that way. I just think it's interesting to see how they implemented it. I do also think what's interesting about this game, what I really like about it too, is I feel like it really kind of made some very decisive choices, which I feel like is important. They didn't look at their art style and they didn't look at the general vibe of it and said, oh, this might not resonate with the greater masses. They said, they're just gonna make this shit weird and people either like it or they don't. Because they couldn't have known, right? Like, and that's, look, we now know in the future that people did like it, that people did enjoy this art, that it did resonate with people. But when they were making this game, they could not have anticipated that with a guarantee. And they still said, you know what, we're just gonna do this because this is what we think is the most interesting, this is what we enjoy the most, this is what we're looking for. I think that's pretty neat. Put you here, right? We are triggering all odd-numbered stuff. No. I can use this to upgrade my tree, I guess. Just need to buy some bullshit. I use it to upgrade another tardigrade. How's it going now? We can now keep 5? What I also think is really interesting is that as much as this game has this kind of like silly trash art style, I think they did a really good job realizing at which points they should actually make it nice. And that is precisely right now when you're getting these high scores. They're like, this has to feel good. So they made sure that the numbers pop up. They make sure it's fluid, it doesn't lag, because this could very easily be lagging. And then when you get your score, they made sure that this feels fun. You know, they had it flicker in the background, a little pop up and like lots of colors. And that's I think, really good decision making in that moment. Like they realized, no, this is the part that actually really matters. So we are going to focus on this. In the claw machine. I actually really don't like the claw machine. I think the claw machine is my least favorite part of the game. And that's not because it's not, like, it doesn't, like, it does fit into what the game is presenting. I feel like that much is fine. What I don't like about the claw machine is how slow it is. It just does not play well because it takes forever. Like, oftentimes when I'm playing, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to deal with the claw machine. So I just kind of like, don't. It's just a very slow process. That's one where I think they could have made it a bit more streamlined to make it feel a bit faster and, yeah. Ooh, what's up? Come on. There we go. Took a little while. Is there a chance of failure? No, right? There's just a chance that it takes a little while to succeed. There's another tree. I will put the tree. Do I want this? I think I'll take another tree. No, one of you. A couple of these. Something that I've really come to appreciate recently, and that was kind of like a big reason why we made Boosted Survivors. The big inspiration for Boosted Survivors was actually not Vampire Survivors, but a little game called Seraph's Last Stand. And what I thought was really interesting about Seraph's Last Stand, why it resonated with me, why I wanted to go and make a game because of it, was that Seraph's Last Stand is pretty shit in pretty much every kind of like technical and artistic sense. But it's also so small that it's fine. That's like a weird thing to say. It sounds like I'm saying it's a bad game. But what I'm saying is that it's fine that it isn't super refined. That is my point. Okay, so we have 6 of them now. I feel like the kazoo isn't contributing as much. I will just end every round now. Our glass is better than the jacks. Probably. I guess I will put a kazoo. I mean, we might sell it. If we do, that's fine. Let's not eat Dave. Oh, I can't afford it. Ah, I'm out of money. Another glasses over the kazoo? Probably not. Is this better? Rather than the sword? This feels slower. This is way slower, right? Yeah, Sarah's Last Stand is, again, it's a game that I think it's good because it is so small. Weirdly, if it was more, if it was bigger, then its failings would be more apparent. Because it's not perfect, it has a lot of problems. But yeah, I think, I mean, I've always been kind of like an enjoyer of like small, tight games. I like these compact rules. I think the kazoo is kind of shit. I need... Alright, so we definitely take another tardigrade. Tardigrade is just better than kazoo. Fava bean. I don't need starfruit. Croissant perk. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is still good enough to go infinite. It's just not fast. I want my sword back. Also, do I need the plastic tree? I don't, right? This triggers slot 5. I wonder if this is better. Do I need this? I don't. I actually can get rid of this. I guess I will get a cactus. Oh, there's Jax. Let's get Jax again. I kind of want to make another board game. Like, immediately. But I know that's a silly idea. No, Dave! I should wait a bit. Until this one has, you know, like, at least been reviewed by a publisher. Oh wow, it actually managed to get through one of them. So currently we're limited to 3. I mean, I guess that's fine. Like, I'm trying to improve it, but like, I feel like there isn't really much I can do. I need a snake. Did we check the snake already? I feel like shitty art doesn't capture this game. Or Sarah, so I wonder if there's some other expression we can use. Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because like if I say something like, well, I like these games because they are shit, but they are like so small that it's fine that they are shit, then that sounds like I'm saying that the games are bad. And I'm like, no, I'm explicitly not saying that. But I don't know how to best put it. I was talking to Dr. Teaspoon because he's very keen on making another game. And I kind of like, we were talking a bit. And one of the thoughts was like, is just basically a Dota 2 butt mode? Like, it's just like a modifier, but like stacking modifiers. Is that a game by itself? Like, imagine you have the most... Also, this is actually an interesting question, I think. What do you envision when you think of the most basic... No snake. That's a shame. If I tell you, okay, in your mind, picture the most basic video game. Doesn't matter what it is. Just the base template for a video game. What appears? Like what's the game? What pops up? Oh, this is bad. End. Oh, thank God. Pong? Yeah. Tic-tac-toe? Okay. Ooh, this one is so sick. For me, yeah, Scully has something more complex. For me, what appears is The Legend of Zelda. Like, what I envision when you tell me just think of the most basic, simple video game. To me, I have like a little top-down character I can move around with, and I have a sword I can stab things with. And that's it. Nothing else. No big dungeons, no nothing else. Just like a little top-down character you can walk around with and you can stab things with. Well, that and Cookie Clicker. But like... Cookie Clicker is cheating. What text adventures? Well, I'm not asked. This is not... There's no correct answer here, Ivan. I really do attract a certain type of person. Ivan, there's no correct answer. This is just like, what do you see? If I ask you, video game, the most simple, most basic video game, what picture appears in your head? I mean, I guess this is pretty fast. It's not quite as fast as it could be with a snake, though. Zelda-ish, but you can change modifiers, continues to make Binding of Isaac. I get what you're saying, and that was actually a thought I had as well. No, what I was thinking about this is like, okay, like take your Legend of Zelda, right? But as you go through the world, you encounter rules. And anytime you encounter a rule, that rule applies to the entire game. So that's why I had this question, like, what is the most basic video game that exists? And then you take that most basic video game that still feels like a game. Like, that's an important question, I guess. Like, what's the most basic video game that still feels fully like a game? So now I want one of these. Can I use it? I guess I get rid of the glasses. I should just roll for jacks, I think. Oh well. And then, as you go through the game, you encounter rules. And every rule basically adds complexity to it. So you keep kind of encountering rules, and you kind of shape your own game through the rules that you encounter. So it's basically like, it's just a basic video game, And then you encounter bot modes, and every bot mode you encounter is like now a rule that you have to deal with. And then as you go through the game, you can modify the rules. It's literally the Binding of Isaac. No, it isn't! In Binding of Isaac, you pick up items. What are you talking about? Have you played the Binding of Isaac? Because I have. I played like 300 hours of that game. Oh my god. This is. Is this good? If I get rid of this... I kind of get the feeling this claw might be good. I don't know, I might end up regretting this. Is this like one of the only things here? No tardigrade? I don't think I want to use the thing that deletes a tardigrade, so I can max this out. Like, this isn't good right now, but it will be good once these things are maxed out. Yeah, you can see now I have a whole other row of points up here. Alright, we're almost wave 79. So like you might encounter a rule that says there's now a day and night cycle. So now there is a day and night cycle. And that somehow has consequences. I don't know. It's not a fully finished idea, but don't tell me that it is a... No, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. No, that's fine. Alright, round 78. Alright, we found this, which is good. I think I'll take a croissant. Alright. So... Sounds kinda interesting, but it seems like I can easily explode in scope. Yeah, like, again, it's not something that really works super well, I feel. I don't know. Okay. So that's round 79. Alright. Okay, we have capped. It's speeding up, isn't it? I feel like it's going faster. I mean, so what do we do now? Do we like... I mean, it is infinite. But getting to a Google, won't that take like infinity? Won't that take until the heat death of the universe at the current rate to get to a Google? Because we can't go any faster than this. This is just it. This is the max speed. And a Google, how big is a Google? 1 to the power of 100? We had 1 to the power of 36. Oh, 10 to the power, sorry. No, E100 is fine. Not 1 to the power of 100 is wrong, though. Anyways, what do we do? I want to check really quick. Ooh, what the fuck? No, you didn't get it! Ugh. Okay, this one said no. No, Challengers is not an auto battler. God damn it. Okay, these guys said no. Do I go back and argue Challengers is not an auto battler? Challengers is just not an auto battler. It is not. This is increasing rate at all? No, it's not. How do you explain to people that don't understand what an auto battler is that Challengers is not an auto battler? What is Challengers, your board game? No, Challengers is a board game that people refer to as an auto battler, but it isn't. Like, the thing about Challengers is that it has automatic combat, but it does not have the shop. And this is why I hate the term auto battler. It is such a bad term for the genre. Because people associate the idea of auto battler with just the idea of a shop. Sorry, of the automatic combat. But it is the shop that matters. It's the shop that matters. If you don't have the shop, you don't have an auto battler. Challengers does not have the shop, it just has the automatic combat. Challengers is a deck builder. I'm so annoyed by this. People are fucking stupid. How come people are working in the games industry and don't understand this? This is like the thing that annoys me the most. You know, there's people out there that are like in control in the games industry and they just don't know shit. To be fair, Jim Autobot is kind of bad for it. I know! That's why I hate it. That's why I said. The term auto battler is really shit for it. It's a really bad term. What do I do here? Because, like... in challenges... and I did read into this already, right? Is what you do is you build a deck. And then what you do is you have, like, players run at each other with the deck. So you build a deck and then you flip cards until one person wins. And it's like, this is not the fucking point of auto battlers. This is not your game. No, this is challenges. This is some other game. My rulebook is literally just a Google Doc. So annoyed. People are so fucking stupid. They don't know shit. How far do we go? Hopefully the fine part that's missing. Synergy building. The shop. The actual shop. The whole point of what makes auto battlers unique is not automatic combat. Right? I'm sorry. Fire Emblem hasn't had automatic combat since 1972. I don't fucking know how old Fire Emblem is. Alright? The thing is that what makes auto battlers unique is that you have a shared shop out of which everybody's buying. Like, that's what made auto chess unique. When the board game publishers see when you pitch the game, do you want a rulebook? I made a video. Where I explain the game, then I send a pitch to them. How annoying. I'm so annoyed. So do I have to be nice now and be like, oh, thank you? Or should I, like, write back and be like, I'm sorry, you just don't understand what an auto battler is. If you think challenges is not an auto battler. Sorry, I missed what happened. It's just, I messaged the publisher and they said no. And like in the pitch, I said that I want to make a proper auto battler as a board game. And in their reply, they were like, oh, but games like Challengers already exist. Like, people have made auto battlers before. And I'm like, no, they haven't. Sorry. Like, that's just not correct. Challengers is not an auto battler. How annoying. Okay, now we need to find other people we can message. I mean, at least this is taken care of, right? What annoys me is that they don't even want to try it. Like, I tried a game that they, like, accepted. Like, I tried a game that they have, like, are publishing. And it was terrible. It was trash. Played it with three other people. Nobody had fun. It was overly complicated. It had a shit resource system that wasn't well thought out in any way. And it just was not good. Fucking overloaded with rules for the sake of having them. Embarrassing game design, frankly speaking. Sorry, I'm just grumpy now. And I'm like, just have a fucking look at it. This shit plays tight as hell. Legitimately, it plays so tight. Admittedly, maybe the fact that they were publishing the other garbage should have, like, had me worried that they weren't gonna, you know, like, understand. Anyways, I think I'm done waiting here. I think we have enough points. Alright. Alright. Will we lose against Tony? Right, we will. I think. Let's see how far Tony lets us get. Write something like an industry term is incorrect. I mean, what's the point? Am I gonna fucking argue them into trying it? So stupid. Are they in a sweet spot? Can they not get hit? Yeah, Scally, that is a very diplomatic way of saying it. That's probably what I should say. I think I'll respond with like a little defense where I'm like, sorry, I don't consider Challengers an auto battler. Challengers has automatic combat, sure. And that's it. It doesn't feature a shot. It needs a shot. Everything else is irrelevant. You don't need... That's the funny thing. This is why the name Auto Battler is so shit. It is so unbelievably poorly chosen. It's as bad as MOBA is Auto Battler. Because you know what's annoying about Auto Battler as a term? An Auto Battler does not need automatic combat. Like SNKRX is an Auto Battler. And it does not have automatic combat. Like... I don't know, man. You don't need... Would be nice if something just worked for once, you know? Alright, anyways. I'm big annoyed now. Is this game an auto battler? No, this is not an auto battler. This right here, because it doesn't have a shop. Also, it's not automatic. I have broken the game. Thank you very much. I got 5 points. Anyways. Alright, that's it. That's Nubby's Number Factory. I am done. I'll see you guys. Goodbye. Hi, it's well after the stream at this point, but I decided to ask Dr. Teaspoon how he got his Google score. And turns out the trick was this little wiener. So if the first peg popped is the highest number peg, multiply the total score by 5. Otherwise, we just go with the usual setup. Although I kind of got a crazy one here, where I have these glasses which trigger 2 popped pegs if I pop 2 pegs. So these go infinite by themselves. No, they clear out the board by themselves, and then I just have some of the other random stuff. It doesn't matter what I buy. The only trick is I need to hit the highest number right away. So if I do that, then I will go infinite on the board like so, and then the wingless fly will double my score over and over and over and over again. And then it actually really does not take very long for us to hit Google. There we go. This will go endlessly. This is infinite. So, yeah, end it there. It's actually really wild because if I don't hit the highest score thing first, so you can see it's down here, then this is like fine. I mean, I guess technically speaking, this is still infinite, but it's not particularly fast, right? Like we get our 41 million. I guess we could wait to hit the Google until the heat death of the universe, but like, yeah, that's just not particularly efficient. But just as long as we do this, we get our score. No problem. So I think there's another item like it. There's another item like the fly that has a similar effect in terms of like just directly amplifying the score. And that's what you gotta go for. You gotta get one of these with a good trigger. And then you can go get your Google. Anyways, I just felt like I should probably include that. So here you go. I'll see ya.